Welcome everyone, it's time for more colonyship. Well, last time we finalized the courtroom mission in the pit. There was actually only one left, and it was a bit tricky, I suppose, but not too bad. And then we went back to the armory to continue the main story, because we really don't have a whole lot of stuff to do. And it came with twists and turns, let's just say. I decided to go with the monks, which obviously didn't sit well with the protectors, but with my silver tongue I was able to, make sure that they understood what the situation was. We went away, we had to deliver this, or we haven't done it yet. We have to deliver it through hydroponics. We had to go there and sort of make sure that a path was safe or something, which we did by utilizing the frogs and the creepers, which is just, that's very interesting if that even works, but hopefully it will. Then the Brotherhood showed up and wanted a piece of the cake, and we talked them down too, so that was also very lovely. And now we have finally been given the key card for the elevator. New area. Don't know what's going on there, but we'll find out. So that is basically what we're doing. We cannot find Jimmy. We still have Explore Mission Control. I haven't looked it up. If I cannot do this, I don't know. It could be that this is locked for me because I sent Shadow down into the level below the inner sanctum. Don't know. I will probably look it up. But anyway, with that said, I don't think we have a whole lot of stuff to do. Yeah, we had a mission with Nerl, by the way. That is a thing that happened too after the courtroom mission. So he is a potential new party member, but you know what? I don't really want a new party member. I'm quite happy with what I have. It feels weird to change at this point. That could be for a second playthrough of the game, I could do that, but for now, no, I'm happy with the people I have. And with regards to the people that I have, Mr. Jeb has leveled up, can have a new feat. And I've been looking a little bit at this, about what I could do. Sarge is not uninteresting, getting everyone else, apart from him, accuracy and critical chance, not bad. True Grit is actually really interesting. He gets ballistic resistance, which is fine, but also, when not in cover, which he basically never is, +6 evasion, +20 reaction. That's not bad. I'm thinking about that one. We also have the implants, have another implant, that's not a bad idea. Educated, not a bad idea, another tag skill, he only has 2. So he could have, if I were to do that one, evasion, I think, would be the one to get that up, because he does want a bit more evasion. And also 25% extra experience. I don't know if he's going to get another level up, but he's going to basically be what I am, I think. That's interesting also. Getting him blunt, the basher ability, accuracy up by 8, knockdown critical chance +20, penetration +2 for each skill level. He doesn't have a whole lot though. That's interesting. And finally also Master Blaster, but that might not be so interesting for him, because we don't even have a gun for him at this point. But this might be very relevant for Evans. Because tougher fights, we know already, requires energy weapons. And if you can have even more accuracy, well actually, you know what? Faith. That could be really good for Faith, because I mean, Evans already has a whole lot of accuracy, so that's not a problem. But if Faith can have another 20 +20 on accuracy, including also more critical chance and penetration, that means that she could dish out a whole lot of damage with her gun. Could be interesting. So I don't think that that is necessarily interesting for Jed. We also do have the shotgunner, which I still haven't taken. With shotguns, more accuracy, stagger, and more accuracy for each skill level, which would be basically +14 accuracy, which is also not bad. But I think I'm gravitating towards True Grit. Make him even tougher to hit. I mean, 6 evasion is not that much, I suppose, but the resistance is good, right? But also, how often is he hit by actually just ballistic? That's a thing to think about. No, you know what? I'm taking Educated. I think that's just a good thing to have, because even more experience is good, and the tagged skill is just making that better. So we're going to take that, and I am going to take Evasion. Bump that up to, is it 4 or 5? It's 5, so yeah, there you go. You got, oh, I don't know what you had before, But from skills, you now have 24. How do you get 24 from 5? I don't know. But I might have bumped it up by even like 10 or something. And also, as I said, oh, look at that. Like, yeah, he's almost ready for another level. I think that is just a good idea, right? That's just a good idea right there. I could have obviously gone blunt, I suppose, making him better at that, but you know what, no, I'm happy with this. But then I might actually not be too opposed of giving him another implant. The point is I don't know what he will get. As far as I've understood, subliminal is only for the main character, so it would be spinal or data jack. I mean, it's not a bad idea, I suppose. Do I even have any of that? Do I even have that, though? Hold on, which ones is it that I have? I have... No, these are the ones that I have, and those are the same that he has. None of the... Yeah, basically what I have, these 4, is exactly what he has. So, I don't know. I still don't have another implant level. Okay, you know what? With that said, I think it's time to go. So let's head over here. You know what? I am gonna drop a save once now I did that. So let's swipe a card. That's not for that. Okay, wait. Which elevator are you talking about? Enter the... Oh, is it this? I thought it was this, but no, it's a code. Is that a card? Active. Oh, it's here. Okay, never mind. We still don't have the card for that elevator. Huh? Okay. Right, the machine seems to loom over you now that you understand its purpose and what the others will do to prevent its activation. What you had once thought of as nothing but a ticket to a better life will decide the fate of every person on the ship, perhaps not for the better. Activate the elevator. The terminal demands a 12-digit passcode to confirm the order. Must be your lucky day. I do that. You enter the code and the elevator slowly goes up. Let's follow it. And there you go. Ooh, it's like hovering and everything. That's kind of nifty. Right, Zeta 4. Any assistance? No. We can interact with the machine. Can't really talk to anyone. Tanner is always here for some reason. I don't exactly know why he's hanging around. It's interesting, but he is. Okay, let's interact with the machine. Oh, Romeo can't make it. Huh. Okay, you know what? So we have... How many of those maintenance depots have we found? Well, I suppose no more, because if we go and chat with Romeo, I'm gonna assume he doesn't say anything. Yeah, that's weird. So, using him in any of the 2 fights down in the Inner Sanctum basically bars you from bringing him along. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Now I kind of wish I hadn't done old Bub with him. Oh, well then, that's absolutely nothing we can do anything about, so, alright. We have an autosave. It doesn't say anything about missions, so the mission control one is still a game. Let's travel to hydroponics and see how matters unfold there. Can I get around anything that happens there without a fight? I suppose we'll find out. Right, you reach hydroponics without much trouble. The machine follows the ancient railway, never veering more than a few inches from it. Oh, there's the frogs. Small crowd gathers to see the machine, the Grangers, and their new allies. So this is what it's all about, says Carlos, staring at the machine. Lemuel gives you a quick nod, 2 frogs sitting next to him. We clear the tracks all the way to the habitat, even move the derelict trains away. You're safe here, at least for now, but beyond our walls, you're on your own. Cool, well that's good then. So whatever we did actually worked. I like that we have the frogs on our side for once. Let's depart. And we make it to the red zone, and it is also equally eventful, that little journey. You start thinking that it was easy when one of the Grangers waits for you to stop. Trouble up ahead, says the man, pointing at the exit tunnel. Okay, what kind? Men in the tunnel armed. I didn't want to get too close, that's all I can tell you, says the scout. So that's one of the monks, I believe. Astral is ready to engage, states Seda. The cyborg stares into the tunnel impassively. Okay, do we have to? I don't seem to be able to do anything, really. Yeah, I can't go here. Okay. Bloody hell. Okay, that's a long way away. Uh-huh. Where are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, well, just keep on going, I suppose. The machine is suffering above the railway. Okay. Okay, well, we'll travel to the habitat, but we might be interrupted. Right, the machine detects movements and stops. You see shadowy figures in the darkness up ahead. That was a very... Well, I suppose we aren't in the habitat. This is what we were supposed to be facing. Greetings, says an officer bearing the church insignia. So now the church is here. Now we have to talk them down. We're here to ensure your safety, escort... We're here to ensure your safety and escort you to the ECLSS. Is that true? I did not ask for an escort. You don't need to ask the Holy Father for help. He provides it freely, without asking for anything in return. Okay. But if he were to ask, he'd never do such a thing. He'd merely hope that our brothers and sisters in Ecclesiastes would remember that the church was always their friend and ally. He casts a glance at Zeta, who remains motionless. Okay. I'm not sure I 100% trust these guys, but sure. Let's go to the ECLSS and see what happens when we get there. I can't help but notice, yeah, 2 robots. Let's see what happens. And with that, we're into chapter 4. Apparently, endgame. Feels reasonable, yes. So in the end, you gave the nearly assembled machine to the monks. It was the right thing to do, not that those murderous bastards gave you a choice. Well, I kind of did. But they have the final components. It's probably for the best anyway. Yes, it is. Alright then. I don't know how much is left of the game at this point, but yeah, I would assume almost that the final chapter is not going to be as long as the previous ones, because chapter 3 has been going on for quite some time, so we'll basically see. I'm super excited for this. And we're back with Ava. I'd like to thank you, she says. She doesn't sound thankful. She doesn't sound like anything at all. Might as well be a recording. We'll use this machine to improve the central life support for the good of all people. Well, I'm happy to have helped. You can help us still, the cyborg says levelly. The situation is no longer sustainable. What do you mean? After the mutiny, the Habitat was eager to help us preserve the ship. They understood the importance of our work and provided anything we asked for without hesitation. They were at war with each other, but they work together through us. Not anymore. They withhold vital equipment and want to use it for their own benefit. They dare to interfere and even attack. Alright, well, I don't think I can help with that, maybe. You can deliver a warning, says the cyborg, her oculars glare menacingly. Have I chosen the wrong side? I might have been. Alright, well, whatever. It'll be fine in the end. Further attempts to interfere will not be tolerated. The war that distracts you from your duty must stop now. Okay. Well, do you really expect that they will comply? Not at first, the cyborg says cryptically, delivered a warning. Okay. Can I get better gear at least? Talk to Eli, he will look after you. Cool. So I'll wait for you at the way station bar up on the rooftop. Cool. You can dismiss your companions at the Habitat train station. Do you say that Tanner could be a companion? Potentially. Okay, cool. Right. So, any chance we can talk to you about anything else? Nope. Astral, no, can't talk to you. Eli, are you here then? Because it doesn't seem like you are. Are you still back at maintenance then? Well, where do we go when we click here? I don't remember. Turns out we arrive here. I did not even remember that was a thing. We arrive right by Eli. Hello, Eli. I need better gear. Of course you do. Let me show you what I have. Cool, we can sell some stuff. That's my initial bit. Let's sell you some stuff. All of those. Hopefully it sold the right ones, not the better ones. Good. We're also gonna sell these because I will never actually fix those. We'll keep those for now. We'll sell that. We'll sell that, and in fact, yeah, that's... Wait, did it actually sell the... No, did it... Wait, didn't I pick up one with a 2? I don't know, but I'll sell those two as well. There you go. Now we have... Ah, we do have pulse grenades, but it's down here. Well, that's weird. No, go... Okay, I have 2 pulse grenades, but you also have pulse grenades. You know what? I'll buy those from you. Thank you. You also have Power Cell Mark II. Could see myself buying that. You don't have energy cells, though. But you have a bunch of cool stuff. Okay. Abaddon Bullpup Precision Rifle, huh? It's a high-end revolving rifle built from machine parts. If you're worried about running into angry bull elephants on the ship, this long gun is for you. That sounds interesting. You also have Old Glory. How does that compare to my Hauser? Same damage, less AP, slightly less range, but that's not a problem. 4.45 ammo instead, higher reload, 2% lower accuracy, 2% lower critical chance, no aimed, but I don't do too much of that. Yes, 5% more penetration. Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. It's not bad, but it's not good enough. We also have a Warblade, which is kind of fun. Better than my Tactical Dagger. Okay, yeah, we'll grab that. Absolutely. Do I need any ammo, really? Shells... I think we're kind of fine, but on the other hand, if we click on this, it's only 200, so you know what? Grab all of that. Now, because the game is fiddly, we are gonna do this. We're gonna put you here. I'm gonna equip it on Chris, because otherwise I can't see... I can't compare them. So that is 1 damage up. It's 1 range up. It's the same ammo, but 6 in it instead. Same AP, I believe, yes. So, just better. That's basically just better. There we go. We got that one. That is definitely a good choice. So that's lovely. Thank you for that. Reload that one. Right. We can then sell this one. Unload. Right, we'll check Jed as well. He already has the Ravager, which just feels like it should be a really good shotgun, but let's check. Browse the wares. The Blackguard. Higher damage, absolutely. Lower effective range, which is fine. Can use all attacks at point blank, which is good. That's the same. The reload cost is down. Accuracy is halved, but grace up, critical chance up, penetration up, stagger up. Yeah, that's also a no-brainer. Get that one. So, Jed, you get this gun. Well, that's nice of the game to just give you better guns. That means that the Hauser, this one is absolutely not going to be interesting, right? No, that is not interesting. So we can absolutely sell that one. We can sell the Outrider. We can sell that one. And last but not least, Faith. I'm going to check the thingamajig. If anyone knows of a way to actually look at your companions or compare to your companions' guns, then let me know. So this is obviously just a straight up advancement of what you already have. So that was also a no-brainer, because that gun is actually quite good. Reload. Did I reload yours? Yes, I did. But sadly, the Hauser 74 is still pulling the chops. Now this is the Marauder, which is not going to be at all better, right? I mean, it's a little bit better on grace and reaction, but you lose critical chance, you lose aimed. Yeah, I don't think I want that one, no. So that gets sold, and then we have the Lancer, which is obviously not going to be interesting, right? For some reason, or for some things, it's better. Right, the Warblade for me. Now the Tactical Dagger, you can have that, right? Yes. So we can just change that out a bit. What was I was thinking about something. I don't remember. Can I now move this one up here? Oh, no, because... now I understand why. There's a quest item there. There we go. Also, apparently some helmets here that we want to sell. We do want to sell that. Good. We can sell one of those. These have arrived. I thought I had done this so well, but apparently I hadn't. Because there are just things sneaking up. You know what? I'll put the quest items down here. Some of these we apparently don't get rid of. So we'd like them for them to be down there. Then we have you guys. That's also a quest item. You go down there, you go up here, and then we can move you down there. Right, and this guy is not a energy weapon. So that goes down there too. Right, we can then sell some stuff again. We can sell one of you. I don't know if we're going to get into any toxic places anymore, but if we do, we are good to go. 2 of those, 2 of those. Trade away all of that. 2 of those as well. Right. There's a bit of maintenance here, so to speak. Bunch of grenades, which is great. We have 81 cells, which is it's fine. You also had the power cell Mark II, but don't like we all have that already. No, actually I don't. No. That's the end one. You don't have it for your cloaking field, but you don't need it. You have it for that one. And we have a 3 here. So, you know what? I'm okay with that one. Then we have a kinetic hammer. War Club Sledgehammer. You know what? Why don't we just check that too? Just make sure that we have the best stuff. So that is just better. That's fine, and that is it's no energy requirement. That's also better. It's all better. So 14, yeah, that's the better one. Get that one. So at least you can have a weapon as you possibly can if you want to go into melee. Good. And then finally, the final bit, sell off the hammer, and there we go. And then we have a energy pistol. We have the XM7, which is the slightly shorter range. I'll keep that, I suppose. And then the submachine gun and the energy rifle, but no shotgun, sadly. And I don't think we have anything else that we want from you at this point. I think we're good. Yes, I think we're fine. Let's drop a save, because I did a whole lot of stuff right now. Everyone has their stuff reloaded as well, right? Yes, good. What do we do now? Deliver the warning. So what does that say? Deliver the warning to the Habitat's leaders. You can reach them by the Habitat's train station. Cool. Alright then, back to the Habitat. And when we arrive at this train station, Zeta 4 is here. So what's the point of the ultimatum? I can ask, they'll never agree to it. It's a final demand, the rejection of which will result in retaliation. Ooh, so they're getting a bit feisty, the monks. Okay, their agreement isn't required at this stage. Well, la-di-da. Tanner, hello, Tanner. So you got for me a few questions. No, apparently we don't. Cool. I think we're done with that. I don't want to check that. I think we are largely as ready to travel. So, Habitat, okay. I think the game is wise to me, isn't it? Because I can't just go. Well, actually, right, no, sorry. All right, yeah, I can't just go, and the gates are closed. Okay, let's start with the Brotherhood, huh? Let's examine the gates. Martial law is in effect. Nobody allowed to enter or leave. Well, I bring a message from CTO Miller of the House of Ecclesiastes. According to the chairman, he'll sort it out. Good. So there'll at least be, they'll at least agree to see me. I mean, that's something at least. And here we are. To what do I owe this pleasure, inquires Hansen, not looking pleased at all. I would assume so, no. Chris is our new liaison with the Habitat, says Zeta. She speaks for us now. Oh, she's actually with me. Wasn't it I that was supposed to deliver the message? But sure. I don't recall requesting a liaison from Hansen. Well, I bring a message from CTO Miller. Also, who the hell is CTO Miller, now that I think about it? Who the hell is CTO Miller? Hold on, who the hell is that? Okay, well, whatever. Very well, says Hansen, managing to compose himself. What's the message? Further attempts to interfere will not be tolerated. The war that distracts you from your duty must stop now. My duty? Hansen shakes his head as if to clear it. What the hell are you talking about? A shipborn's first duty is to the ship, Zeta says sternly. My duty is to freedom and liberty for all, counters Hansen. Yours is to maintain life support. Okay. So while you wage wars and squander the few resources we still have, like Ava said, it stops now. Or people can live without liberties. They can't live without breathable air. That's true. Or I think that the main takeaway here is that the monks want to play a more active role in ship's affairs. Why should you and Silas have all the fun? That's a really bad one. Yeah. I think that the second one is a good one. It's like very much down to the point. Like, what are your liberties worth if you can't actually breathe the air? That's a very simple thing to understand, if you would. Let's go for that. The monks must stay neutral, insists Hansen. This was the deal we had with Ava's father. Well, I can say nothing lasts forever. Things change, and you must change with them. The ship authority refused, and you know what happened to them. Well, the Habitat ended that arrangement when it tried to use vital life support machine as a weapon. Okay, she's altering the deal. Pray she doesn't alter it any further. Don't say that. So, okay, I suppose that the first choice, because it feels like the same as the previous one. The first choice is the extremely diplomatic one. The second one is more the pragmatic one, like down to earth, if you would. And the final one is just, you know, deal with it. Okay. Yeah, why don't we go with the second choice again? Because yes, you are one of the people who wanted the life support machine, and you wanted to use it as a weapon. That was not smart. So let's go with that one. Let's see what it says. We did no such thing, Hansen says calmly. We merely attempt to stop others from acquiring such a weapon. Oh, I don't think you know that. I don't think that that's the case. So, okay, what's your answer to CTO Miller? Tell her we see it as a declaration of war. We hope she'll reconsider. And now, relationship with the monks hostile? Hold on. What the hell happened now? Okay. That's bad. I have a save after I did my business with Eli. If this goes really, really badly, I'll reconsider. But for now, let's go and talk to Silas. And over at my old friends, what can I do for you? Asks Silas. I have a very busy day. Chris is your new liaison with the Habitats in Zeta. She speaks for us now. So did you come all the way to tell me this? Silas asks with irritation. Well, I have a message from CTO Miller. What's the message? And it's the same as before. So because Ava says so, Silas says slowly, as if to make sure he heard it right. He leans forward and fixes Zeta with a stare. A shipborn's first duty is to the ship, Zeta says. We're born on a ship for one reason and one reason only, states Silas, to serve the mission. Anything else is secondary. So we again have three choices. I think the main takeaway here is that the monks want to play a more active role in ship's affairs. Why should you and Hansen have all the fun? Okay, that's the same as before. I want to call life support secondary. Hard to serve the mission when you're gasping for air. If the ship dies, the mission dies with it. So if you want to serve the mission, you must serve the ship first. You know what? I'm not entirely opposed to that answer. In some ways. You want to serve the mission, and if you want to serve the mission, the ship must come first, because if the ship fails, the mission fails. You must understand that, right? Are you saying the monks are finally taking sides? Took them long enough. So the monks serve only the ships, and as always, they hope you'll join them. Or taking sides in what? Waging war in the name of the mission for the whole or the Holy Liberty? Better late than never. No. Yeah, the monks serve only the ship, same as always, but they would like you to join them in that. You should have started with this. Okay, well, I do this. Oh, okay. Tell her we aren't her enemy. We were on the same side once, and I hope she remembers that. So I did better here. So now I'm cordial with the monks. Right. Let's see if I can get on the good side with the final talking to, which is Abraham. Here we are. Our sister in faith is always welcome here, says Abraham, giving Zeta the royal treatment. Well, Chris is our new liaison, same as before. Let's hear it then. It's the same again. Right. You dare threaten me in the temple of our Lord, frowns Abraham? This won't do at all. Shipboard first duty is to the ship. My duty is to serve God and look after my flock, says Abraham. You'd well to remember it, sister. Right, I think the main takeaway here is monks wants to play an active role. Stick with it and we won't have a problem with you. I thought all shipborn were your flock, not just those who live in this enclave. Pile on the pressure a bit, yes. You say you want peace, but I hear the drums of war. Not really. Not if everyone plays ball. So you know what they say, father. If you want peace, prepare for war. That might have been something they've said. Those who want peace will get peace. Those who want war will get war. What do you want, father? These drums were beating ever since the mutiny, and you're only hearing them now. Yeah, you know what? What do you want? Peace, says Abraham. We've ever only wanted peace. Is that what Ava's offering, I wonder? Well, okay, we'll see. Tell her that she can count on our support and guidance. Okay, so we are cordial. I hope that that's good enough, and we shall see. Back at the train station, return to Eva now, commands Zeta, will prepare for the next stage. Okay, what is the next stage? What comes after a warning? She asks cryptically. Why did Eva send me? You could have delivered the warning yourself. That's true. It was an introduction. Next time they will take you seriously. Alright, hopefully there won't be a next time. Now, the monks... Hold on. I don't have the monks here. It's not the Covenant, because that's the mutants. So I don't know. I also like that my beliefs on tradition and progress have not changed at all. Or maybe they have, but just gone back and forth, I don't know. But alright then. Ooh, also, I'm actually considered deadly when it comes to combat now. That's lovely. But alright, ooh, look at this. A lot of people are leveling up too soon. Good. Let's head back to the ECLSS. Chat with Ava about the next step. I'll let this pass because if I'm cordial with the monks, I feel that that is fine. And if we have both the Protectors and the Church on our side, that's also good, I think. Right, back over at ECLSS. Hello, Ava. We've done the thing, delivered the warning. What did William Hansen say, she asks. There's a slight delay before she says his name as if she's accessing the database. Well, he sees it as a declaration of war, sadly. It's hard to read Ava's face, but she looks almost pleased, or maybe it's just a lightning. Well, Silas, he tried to impress upon me that they aren't the enemy. He's smarter than I thought, she says we can use him. And Abraham Davis, he offers the churches full support, as a matter of fact. Thank you. We'll start with the Brotherhood and monitor the results. Start what? Reduce the oxygen level by 20%. Oh, I might have doomed the Brotherhood here. It takes a moment to realize she isn't talking to you. What are you doing? We'll restore the oxygen level once they fully understand the position they're in. This will make your next task much easier. And what's that? We have to shut down the pit and the shuttle bay. That's what the numbers say. Okay. If we limit the life support functions to the habitat, hydroponics, and the engine room, we can last twice as long. You can last twice as long. That's actually not a bad thing in some ways. I see, again, the pragmatic approach here. Okay. They won't be happy about that, you know. Our mandate is to keep the colonists alive, not happy. Okay, what is it that you need? You need me to talk to them then. Decision hasn't been made yet. The numbers say we have to move everyone to the habitat, but the numbers aren't everything. We want you to discuss the situation with them and report back. Are there any other options apart from that? If they're willing to learn, we can take them. The scavs will make good engineers and would feel at home down in maintenance. Okay. Not a bad idea. So now we go to the... A lot of traveling in this episode, apparently. People have leveled up. Lovely. That is Faith. So, yes, I think I should take Master Blaster, giving her bonus accuracy, bonus crit chance, and bonus penetration with the energy weapons will most likely be coming in handy. I think. So let's add that feat. Good. No one else is level up for now, but you are very soon leveling up. And once you've done that, I won't be opposed to going back to the fights that we have left over in hydroponics. We have 2 fights in red. Difficult fights, both of them. One more difficult than the other, but both difficult. So I wouldn't mind doing that if we get those level ups. Right, over to the pit. Have a chat with Jonas, I suppose. Okay, we arrive, but not in the pit. We arrive at the elevator. The pit's busier than ever. The townsfolk go about their day, unaware that they're about to be uprooted and forced to return to the habitat. Where is Zeta? Is she here? Why did I come here? What's up with this? Like, why did we come here? Hello, Zeta. Do you need some time to adjust before we proceed? Not really. Not really. Go chat with Jonas. Ah, we're inside again. Chris, says Jonas, surprised to see you. He glances at Zeta and frowns, realizing it's not a social visit. Seizing the moment, Zeta steps forward and twists her face into a smile. Good job, Zeta. We regret to inform you that the life support services will no longer be available in the following locations. All cargo holds, the Shuttle Bay, factory, and mission control. All colonists presently residing or domiciling there will be given 30 days to relocate to the habitat. Well, I didn't have to break the news then. You gotta be effing kidding me, says Jonas, still in disbelief. You can't just come here and tell us to move. Who the F? All life support services will be terminated in 30 days, says Zeta, interrupting him. Should you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. Like, that is the most... I love that one. That's actually quite fun. Just reach me at my email, why don't you? So, right, Jonas, if you have to move, well, you have to move. Where would you like to go? Nowhere, we're not gonna stay right here. I'm trying to convince himself of that. We have all kinds of gear, oxygen generators, airlocks. Where the F would we go, he asks deflatedly. You will be given the proper accommodation in any part of the habitat, says Zeta. Any violation will be prosecuted without notice. Starting to process it all at once, Jonas casts you a look of disbelief and uncertainty. Well, the habitat doesn't have a choice either. The monks are in charge now. Is it your doing? All because of that effing machine? Well, I wanted it to give it to you guys, but I couldn't. So it had to be done. Our resources are limited, and we can't afford to waste them on this cargo hold. Or we can run out of air in a year or two. This buys us, buy all of us more time. For what it's worth, I'm sorry it came to this. You know what? Yeah, again, be pragmatic. I mean, if we run out of air, you're talking about oxygen generators. Well, that's not going to work either, I should think. So let's hope you're right, Jonas says grudgingly. I want our sacrifice to mean something. Okay, well, there is another option potentially. What option? Asks Zeta. The monks are few in numbers. I think you can use some people who knew their way around tech in order to loyal to the habitat. Jonas catches on quick. We have a lot of people skilled at dismantling and repair. They can fight too if needed. Zeta's face freezes and she just stares unseeingly in front of her for a while. Then she snaps out of it and says, CTO Miller would like to speak to you, Mr. Redford. There we go. Lovely. So that one's done. Go back to ECLSS apparently. And it's again back to Ava, and Jonas is here. We can talk to him. Good news, I hope. I haven't really done... I like that we just changed positions. Lovely. You require further clarification about the pit. You handled it well, says Ava, without any inflections. Your people will be taken care of. I will see to it myself. Thank you so much. So we're expanding our operations, says Ava. Employing your scavs will allow us to expand at a much faster rate. They will be given proper accommodations, training, and necessary augmentations. What kind of augmentations? Asks Jonas. Standard implants, fully upgraded, replies Ava. We will not turn your people into monks if that's your concern. Good. What about me? How do I fit into all this? Asks Jonas, gesturing around. You and Chris have chosen... I don't understand why sometimes they don't change who's talking, like the icon or portrait, because now it's not him, and it doesn't even say who's talking. But it is Ava, I suppose. So you and Chris have chosen to serve the ship rather than the factions inhabiting it. You will report directly to me, and your people will report to you. Your recommendations will reflect your new status. Think of it as a promotion, Mr. Redford. Right? And he leaves. And now I have another task for you, says Ava, obviously. Zeta reported that there is a locked elevator in the armory. Ah. Ooh. Our attempts to force it have failed. We've identified 3 possible access codes. Write them down. But we need a card. don't we? Okay, Evans is leveled up, not yet though. So Evans, you also want... Well, do you want Master Blaster? Like, you already are pretty damn good with that gun. I suppose the penetration is nice, as well as the crit chance. Could also see Sharpshooter, which would be very reasonable for him to have, obviously. What do we have up here? For each skill... This one is interesting, by the way, because it says for each skill level, but that is... It's under combat. Is it each skill level here? Because, I mean, I have... What is that? It's a lot of crit chance if it's all of these added up. That is, and it says crit chance 1%, crit damage 4. That is a plus 0 4, of course. Takedown plus 2. Takedown plus 2 I don't need. But I want him to have the fast draw. 12 initiative is not bad. It would put him quite high up. And an extra 4 action points in the first turn could get off both a aim shot and a regular shot easily, maybe even more. Past the AP cost of reload is not good enough, I think. Skill action, I mean, yeah, on kill action points, not bad. I would assume that that is for, like, that turn, though. And if I kill something, add 0 action points, I won't... Well, actually, I won't have enough for a snapshot at this point, I think. It's not that easy. I mean, I am gravitating towards either of these two, I think. Because even though the accuracy isn't necessarily that important, the crit chance of plus 12 is much. And getting all those crits in could really help out. And penetration plus 10 is also good. I'm just gonna take it because him and Faith are the ones currently using energy weapons. And even if it would potentially be good for me to have it as well, because I'm really terrible at it, I could be better. Having these to be like the main energy weapon shooters, not a bad idea. You know what? I am taking that for him as well. Good. Alright then, we have more time to do this in. Back to the armory now. And when we come here, return to Armory Depot 2, back to where it all started. Now we have to finish it. Zeta, you would be over here. Right, so you're gonna basically do it for me then. Are you ready? Absolutely. Oh, autosave and everything. Okay, well, what's down there? Emergency access to the bridge. At least that's what Ava thinks. What do you mean? They wouldn't have sealed the bridge if there was no way to get there later. We looked everywhere over the decades, but this depot was locked until recently. Okay, well, there we go. We can bring Romeo. Okay. Well, we can't bring him anywhere else. I don't think. So you know what? He has to... You know what? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Alright then. The elevator takes you down to the maintenance tunnel, stretching for miles. Nothing but dust and stale air. New area. Gotcha. Right, and we have, like, everyone... Is everyone... Yeah, they're just gonna follow. That's fun. Right, keep traveling. So after a long hike, you see the familiar fungus up ahead. You must be under hydroponics. Cool. This is interesting. There's, like, nothing really going on. Any perception checks I can get? Haven't had a perception check in, like, so long. Which also is, like, the weird thing about that, which is that I've had, like, 1 or 2 perception checks, so it's clearly a thing in the game, but only few. Oh, hold on. We have radiation. Well, not radiation, toxicity, I mean. We need to fix that, sadly. So, you have that one. So, we put you and you here. Evans, which one is it that you're supposed to have the 80% one? So that's gonna have to go down there, like so. That is a helmet. You come down there, and then you also come down there for you to have that. Heal everyone up. Heal everyone up. There we go. Thank you. Right. Good thing I noticed that. Good thing I noticed that. Let's also save because I did that. Push the pipe aside. That's all fine. This is very interesting. There's nothing going on. It's very curious. Gonna still run around, see if I can see anything. We're obviously going to get into a fight at some point. It probably is going to be robots or something. Okay. Noise of machinery gradually increases along with the accompanying heat until the floor is vibrating under your feet. You must be under the CLSS now. Cool. So it's just traveling the entire ship here in the end. Now we're... No. That was before. That was before. Don't worry. Right. Bridge should be up ahead. Best to get ready. Ready? Yeah, there we go. This is actually the same. And I also like that there's a talk to the robot option. So this is basically the same as we had in maintenance. 2 energy turrets and a robot. We have friends now, so I'm feeling... Oh, there's a climb down option here. Interesting. Right, open the door. And detecting an intruder, an ancient combat robot wakes up from its long slumber. 2 turrets pop up from the floor joining the party. There's a maintenance ladder to the left. You can take a temporary refuge there. Okay, let's try that, I suppose. Could there be like a terminal? There could be a terminal. Lockpicking computers, we're doing lockpick. Get in, we examine the console, and I'm super good at computers, yes. Despite some basic security measures, the bridge was never expected to be under attack. This dust-covered security console was hardly used for anything other than training exercises. Hack it. Takes time and effort, mainly due to the corrupted OS, but the console finally surrenders. It looks like it controls only the turrets. The combat robot was parked here by someone else and designated as friendly. So change the designation. The turrets open fire without warning, taking the robot by surprise. It hesitates for a moment, following some ancient protocols, and engages the enemy, but it's too late. Awesome, we did that. And that as well as 300 in computers. Like, that's... so much, and I don't really need more. I'm at 10 already. A little bit of lockpick, I'm okay with that. Nothing else, though. Well, that was great. We didn't need to do that fight. Thank you for that. Zeta 4 already up ahead. Can also loot the robot for a heavy power cell. Do I need one of those? Not sure, but I have one. I have one. Right, you don't seem to want to chat, so let's just continue to the bridge. Very interesting. Emerging from the maintenance shaft, the first thing you see is Proxima in all its glory. Are we there? Oh, okay. Interesting. So you've seen videos of Earth, but the blue planets left behind long ago never had the same effect on you as what you see now. This swirling brown planet may not look as Earth, but it will be the only home the colonists will ever know. It's exploration, stuff like that. We've arrived, I say. About damn time, if you ask me, since he had a grin spreading across his face. Never thought I'd be so happy to see it. Yeah, I did not expect that to be a thing. Lovely. So, yeah. Did you think we'd make it? Didn't seem likely, smiles Jed. I might get me that house by a river after all. Well, we'll see if there are any rivers. They do have rivers down there, don't they? It's very brown, so don't get your hopes up. Only one way to find out, I suppose. So Faith says reverently, this is it, the end of our journey. Took long enough, huh? Better late than never, my father used to say. We're here now, and that's all that matters. Let's have a poke around. But first, Evans, it was right here all along, yet nobody knew. But yeah, the bridge was sealed. Effing bastards, Evans says angrily. The ship authority, if they didn't seal the bridge, well, you know what, Evans, it's in the past. Doesn't make it any easier. Good. I agree. Also, I am very curious about this because I've been thinking about it, and it does appear as if this is a ship that doesn't have any windows. By choice, I suppose. I mean, if you look at regular sci-fi movies and stuff like that, I mean, there's a window here. Other than that, no places on the ship has windows. That's a bit weird, but would explain why people don't know. So Zeta is staring at the planet below, her expression perfectly neutral. Well, okay. How long did you know about this? We did not know. This outcome was likely, but not the only possibility. But you know about the maintenance tunnel, didn't you? The access point was sealed off until you deactivated the security system. Where did you get the access card? Well, Tanner found it. Tanner, she says, and you detect the merest hint of distaste in her monotone voice. A man with the intelligence of a rat. Well, clearly more intelligent than you, then. Call it human ingenuity. What's going to happen now? Ask Ava, she's on her way. Okay. So do you think we have a chance on the surface, I mean? A chance, she asks, as if confused what you're really asking. The current probability for mission success stands at 7.8%. The original calculation when the Starfarer departed Earth was 82. Okay, and why is it so low now? Low? You're lucky it's not 1%, considering the state of the ship is in. But if we take our time to prepare, we can increase it to 15 or even 20%. Cool. You know what? I shall end the episode here. We have just arrived at the bridge. It looks so tiny. It looks so tiny. Look at that. It's like a tiny, tiny planet. It's absolutely not green. So we'll have our work cut out for us. That's true. What do we have? We have maintenance tunnels. We have a console. We have another central computer. That's basically it. But I foresee us getting very close to the end, if not even in the next episode. No idea. But it very much feels like we are super, super close to the end here. Can't chat with Zeta. There's really nothing else apart from these two things. Someone has leveled up. It is me. I have leveled up. I mean, I wouldn't mind Ghost, but like, do I need it? I don't think so. Could do Pistolero, used to be better at accuracy. Get more reaction, crit chance for each skill level, which is not much, granted. I like that I have shotgun skill as well. Energy, fine. I wouldn't mind the fast draw for the initiative, because I'm always last, and 12 more initiative is actually not that bad. You know what, I am gonna take that, right. I am not working alone, so I can't do the lone wolf thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take the fast draw. Getting that extra 12 initiative is really, really good. Because if I add that plus 12, I was only at 34. Now I'm at 46, which is really, really good. So I think that was a smart choice right there. So, in the next episode, potentially, we're ending everything. It very much depends on Ava, I suppose, who's making her way here. Very interesting to see where this ends. Are we going down to the planet, or is the ship blowing up? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.